Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and once again I'm here with Allison with Prestige Custom Builders, and we've been doing some different shows talking about what she does with for the business as Landon's wife, how she's instrumental in your first point of contact. But Landon and I were talking the other day, and I guess you and a friend were in picking out samples or something, and he said, David, he said, you got to see what Allison's doing. She's taken a picture of a room and she can inlay the flooring, the paint colors, just about anything the people want. That way you know ahead of time, and you made a comment a while ago about tones. Does this tone clash with this one? Let's talk about AI generated rooms and how it's going to help down the road with your customers.
Yeah, so we kind of talked about when we're picking out selections with our customers, sometimes people just don't know. It can be very stressful. And I'm very indecisive whenever it's coming to, picking out finishes on things. But we're actually remodeling a home right now, and went with this client. She's actually my best friend. We went to couple of stores, and it was just so overwhelming that day. We were trying to figure out with the floor, the existing floor, the floor that we were replacing as well, what paint colors would work with that. And she was trying to go with a creamy beige color on the walls, but yet the floors had a red tone to it. And so I was able to use AI, take a current picture of that room that we're remodeling, put in the program what floor we were looking at, and then also told it to pair it with a wall color of Sherwin-Williams, and we put in their paint color, and it gave us this AI generated photo that she was able to have a pretty good idea on what that room would look like whenever it was finished. And of course with AI, nothing's perfect. So of course you'd want to go in the house and put the samples on the wall and the floor. But when we were there in the store, it gave her a good direction to go.
Right, and it told you, man, this has a little too much red. We need to move this.
Right, or it turned out to be a little too yellow on the wall, or maybe the lighting wasn't good enough for how dark this floor was going to be. So it just gave a good direction on where to start.
So when you've got a lot of your homes, you tweak them. You design one, and this person wants it, but they want to tweak it. And so with that being said, you'll actually be able to go in, say a kitchen that has a center island area, and take a picture of it, and then inlay the cabinet colors versus the wall colors versus some of the accent trim, and people will be able to see exactly what it looks like before it's all over with.
Yes, it could give you a pretty good idea of what it's going to look like. Again, nothing's perfect with AI, but if I wanted to see a navy island and then pair it with more of a white cabinet, or do we want a darker cabinet color to go along with that navy island in conjunction with maybe a lighter floor tile? What is that going to end product look like for me versus getting it all in the home and you decide you hate it?
Yeah. And that, I'm not a designer.
And I'm not either.
I change things, and luckily the studio gets changed about once a year, twice a year. I come up with something different. We've actually got a 65-inch brand new Philips TV behind the screen, but I wanted to be able to inlay stuff. And so I'm going to show you some pictures real quick. Now this is the room before y'all started the remodel. And this is with some of the colors you picked out. And so you can see, one, how much difference there is from old to new, but also it gives you a good idea, and even the lighting can make a difference in that. Whether it's if it's a living room where you're going to spend most of your afternoons and it has direct sunlight, man, that orange tint from the sun can play a big difference.
Yeah, and also, when using AI and you want to see what it's going to look like in different times of days, we want to make sure that you have that before photo in morning sunlight,
afternoon.
at the evening dusk time. That way you can see what it's going to look like both ways. And when coming up with this tool, and I was just trying to figure out a way to make this process a little easier for someone that is trying to go through a remodel, because decisions matter and those things can really stress you out.
Well, and they can be expensive mistakes
It can
too.
be, yes.
Yes. And the more, Landon's been around home building and he sort of knows this and that, but when it comes down to it, it's the customer that they know what they want. They know the look they want. Do they want the country feel or do they want the more modern feel? And color and accent colors make a big difference on that. So do you see in the future more or less being able to lay out bedrooms and living rooms and kitchens, not just with flooring and paint, but also with decor?
I'm sure there is a tool out there that we will stumble across that we will be able to help people out with in the future. We are always looking for more ways to be able to make it easier for our clients.
Well, and the other thing is the client can go out and find some flooring, and they may be in Dallas or Wyoming or Oklahoma.
Right.
But if they have the name of the flooring and the color,
right,
and they go to a paint store, no matter what paint store, they're all cross-referenceable. They can send that to you.
Right.
You can put it together and you
send them the
say,
picture.
this is what it's going to look like. Are you happy? And they'll either say yeah or no, it's got a little too much orange in it,
Right.
And so it's more or less you're designing a home and you don't have to be there, but you know what the finished product's going to be.
Right. And when you are picking out samples, you can always go get a floor tile that's about this big and you can slap a little paint on the wall, but it doesn't give you the big picture.
The big picture.
When we're using those AI generated photos with this floor and the wall color, it gives you a little bit more of that bigger picture on how you want to see it.
Because a certain color is okay maybe in a small dash, but when it's a whole room and you put light to it, it can change the whole look of it, really. So, well, for more information on this, or if you want to talk to them about maybe you're looking at doing a remodel job and you want to get a bid on remodeling, they can start the process. Or if you're looking at building a new home, you can actually start designing it with some of the colors before the pilings are even set, and get everything set in stone so it's a flawless process going through.
Right.
You'll be an interior designer before it's all over with.
In my next life.
In your next life. So we're going to head on out. Allison, thanks for joining us today. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye. Video equipment is sponsored by Crystal Beach Decor and More, located at 1959 Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas, and Beachy Beatnik Boutique and Jewelry, located at 970 Surfside and Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas. Thank you to these two businesses for being our 2025 video equipment sponsor for Bolivar Live. These custom builders, and we've been doing some different shows talking about what she does with for the business as Landon's wife, how she's instrumental in your first point of contact. But Landon and I were talking the other day, and I guess you and a friend